The CSJ Criminal Justice Award goes to Prison Voicemail. Congratulations, guys. What you are doing is quite simply incredible. You know, I think we'd all agree that when people go to prison for whatever reason, for whatever they've done, we do hope that one day they learn from their wrongs, that they can be rehabilitated, and at some stage, when they've served their sentence, be reintroduced back into society without the fear that they're just going to repeat what they've already done and find themselves back where they've just come from. Prison Voicemail is really helping to avoid this happening, because when you consider that 43% of the prison population in this country lose all contact during their time inside with their family and loved ones, we're seeing a real impact in how that plays out. Growing anxiety levels, growing suicide rates amongst the prison population. And Prison Voicemail is a really simple but brilliantly effective way of joining people together. Because if you're inside and you only get allotted time per day to speak to a loved one and they're out at work, they're not available, that can be really hard. But Prison Voicemail gives prisoners, and it also gives their families and loved ones, that opportunity just to leave a simple message. And that simple message could be the difference over a long period as to whether that person is rehabilitated, is able to rejoin society, or they are not. And as someone who has struggled with anxiety in the past, I've had some real battles with it that have led to me 3 years ago nearly walking away from Sky. I know how hard anxiety is. So I give thanks for what Prison Voicemail is doing to connect people with the ones they love the most. Congratulations, guys. And if you're watching this, please do watch this next video about all the work they do. It's incredibly powerful, it's moving, and it's inspiring. Take care.
The nature of prison is that nothing's ever guaranteed, your life's out of your hands, and often anxiety comes as a way of not having your expectations met. So every day you're facing anxiety, frustration, whether that's a change in regime, being locked up too long, or them knocking on your door first thing in the morning and saying, oh, you're being moved to a prison 200 miles away, you know?
Elliot had issues with drugs and he was in recovery, but it always played on my mind whether he was okay or whether he was using again. So when we didn't have voicemail, I couldn't check to see how he was. He also had a lot of problems with his mental health.
It's difficult to find the right time to phone a loved one if they're at work or whatever else, and you're allowed out of your cell while they're at work, and yeah, it's difficult to get the timings to match up.
Hi Elliot, it's Lisa. I'm leaving you a voicemail message. Just want you to know that I love you. Call me when you get this. I want to see if it works.
I would dial out to contact Lisa, and as it's dialing, ringing, it starts to record my voice. So whatever's going on, I can start speaking. If she doesn't answer, it records a voicemail message.
Hope you've had a nice day. I love you with all my heart, always. I love you.
Before we had Prison Voicemail, my mother had passed away and I wasn't able to talk to Elliot when I needed to. I just wish we had it during that time.
For many people, myself included, having a relationship with someone on the outsides who was caring for me, supporting me. Without that support network, essentially, I could have been going out to nothing. I would have been released homeless for a start. But Prison Voicemail kept that communication alive and in turn kept the relationship going. It should be available to all prisoners, not to give people an easy time or to make things less harsh or whatever else, but just to make it so that people have got a chance to really connect with the people who are there for them and what they have got left in their lives, to rebuild it and essentially bring reoffending rates down and keep people on the right track.
And so I tell everyone on forums, all families supporting someone in prison, about the service, about Prison Voicemail, and how good it was to us in those moments where you really need each other. It made a huge difference.